2023 new costume drama is coming. Xiao Zhan, Zhao Liying,迪丽热巴, Gong Jun. Who are you most looking forward to? What new costume dramas are worth looking forward to in 2023? Will Xiao Zhan and Yang Zi still cooperate? Compared with Zhao Liying and Lin Jingxin's second play A Journey with the Phoenix and the Legend of Chuqiao, which one is more popular with the audience?迪丽热巴and Gong Jun's biography also became popular before it was broadcast. Let's take a look. Yu Guyao Xiao Zhan, Renmin. The play tells the story of Xiang, the lonely and cold son of Kongsing, and Zhu Yan, the passionate and loyal princess of the Qi nationality. Because of the acquaintance of a flower, the two have achieved a lifelong fate, and the 3-year master-student relationship has made the relationship between the two gradually change. Later, Xiang mistook Xian, the shark who grew up with Zhu Yan, as the emperor of the sea, and sealed Xian himself. In the end, Zhu Yan stabbed the jade-bone at Xiang. The plot is sweet and sad, and the two actors are also worth watching. The Legend of迪丽热巴, Gong Jun. Emperor Xian, played by迪丽热巴, was originally a man with righteousness and compassion for the common people, but was exiled to the people because of family accidents. She didn't want to be bound by fate, so she named herself Renanal, and always wanted to create a safe home for the people and rehabilitate her family. In the process, she was appreciated by Hani, played by Prince Gong Jun, and became his subordinate. At this time, a war broke out on the border, and she decided to go out with Hani, and love and resentment ensued. Walking with the Phoenix, Zhao Liying and Lin Jingxin. The play is adapted from the novel of the same name by Lu Jiayu Fei Shiyang. The novel mainly tells the love story between Shen Li, played by Zhao Liying, the overlord of the demon world, and the ancient god Xingzi, played by Lin Jingxin. Shen Li was originally in the devil world, but lived a happy life, but on her 1000th birthday, the emperor ordered her to marry politically, but this was not the life Shen Li wanted, so she escaped from marriage and came to the world, and in the process was beaten back to the prototype of the real Phoenix. She almost died when she was seriously injured and unconscious. Fortunately, she met Shenzhen Xingxing and was rescued by him, and their fates were closely intertwined ever since. The Snow Eagle Lord Sukai, Yulin Ezra. The play tells the story of the young Dongbo Zhuang, played by Sukai, a boy who lost his father since childhood and has ancient blood. He and his younger brother depended on each other for life, and were involved in a battle between good and evil in order to save their mother. In the process, he met and fell in love with Yu Jinkyu, played by Yulin Ezra, a descendant of the Proteus. After suffering, they become lovers and live and die together. In the confrontation with the demons, Zhu Yang took reckless risks many times, and even put his life on the line to protect his relatives and friends, but he still did not change his original intention. Fox Fairy Little Matchmaker Moonred Chapter Yang Mi, Gong Jun. The play tells the love story between the human world and the demon world between the descendants of the Eastern Spirit race and Queen Tushan. Because the descendants of the Eastern Spirit race were chased to Tushan by bad guys, they met Queen Tushan in desperation, rescued him and took him home to take care of him. Subtle feelings arose in getting along. The rumored Chen Kaianqian to Zhao Lusi and Ding Yuxi. Chen Xiaoqian is a low-level screenwriter. Her talent is not valued. She worked hard to write a costume drama, and spent a lot of effort. After successfully selling the copyright, she thought she could finally make a TV series, but it was interrupted because the star questioned the script. She was very angry about it. After all, it was the first script she wrote with her heart. Later, she accidentally entered the world of her own scripts and became the princess of the 3 princesses. The 3rd princess of Huayuan City, Chen Kaianqian, is not a good character, and her character is not very good. She probably won't survive 3 episodes. In order to survive, she began to secretly adapt her own script, turning her life upside down and becoming the protagonist in the play. She met Han Shuo, Pei Heng and others, and finally fell in love with Han Shuo. The embers of the Long Moon Beilu and Luo Yangxi. In order to save the common people, Li Susu, played by Beilu, the daughter of the head of the Xianmen, travels back 500 years to prevent the proton of Jingo Tantaijin, played by Luo Yangxi, from becoming a demon god, but because Tantaijin was born with demon roots, not only is there no emotion, but also cruel and bloodthirsty, Li Susu tried every means to make Tantaijin fall in love with her, but fell in love with him first, but the two could not be together because of various misunderstandings and obstacles, and finally joined hands to reverse their fate. Falling Flowers Meet You Again Liu Zuai, Yuan Bengayan. The play is adapted from the novel of the same name written by Xu Kei. It tells the story of Shangshan Jingxiu, played by Liu Zuai, who wants to help a little camellia demon Huangning, played by Yuan Bengian, become a fairy, but is changed by the little demon Huangning in the end. Auspicious 7 hours Ding Yuxi, Yang Cheo Ayu. In the play, Xiang Guyan, played by Yang Xiaoyu, was originally a cloud, who was turned into a fairy queen by Yu Liu, and had a conflict with Chu Kong, played by Ding Yuxi, a disciple of Yuri Xingjin who accidentally broke into Yu Liu Pavilion. The marriage of the three realms was disturbed, so they were punished by the Jade Emperor, and the two were demoted to the mortal world, and they had to go through 7 lifetimes of love before they could return to the heaven. Liu Yuan Su Kai and Jing Tian. The play tells the story of the turmoil between the government and the field, and when many forces are fighting for power, the emperor's grandson Li Yi, played by Su Kai, who guards the border, is forced to take on the heavy responsibility of countering the rebellion, and Kui Lin, played by Jing Tian, the daughter of the general who hides his true identity, lead an army into disputes. The two fought openly and secretly in various forces, and fought against each other in several confrontations. They fell in love with each other, and deduced a romantic love story of being hired by the country and traveling together. Ding Yuxi and Peng Xiaoran in The Man in the Spring Girl's Dream. Ji-Man, played by Peng Xiaoran, a girl who grew up in Haifang since she was a child, has been living a free and happy life, but she woke up in an accident and found that she had become the wife of Mo Yuhao Ning Yuxuan, not only panicked and helpless, and had to bear the humiliation of being divorced by Ning Yuxuan, played by Ding Yuxi, but the clever Ji-Man resolved the crisis many times and helped Ning Yuxuan, but the two were hindered by Ji-Man being exposed. Kai's life experience, reluctantly separated. Heart Protection Joyi, Hao Minghao. The play is adapted from the novel of the same name by Jiulu Fixiang. It tells the story of Yan Wei, a practicing girl who was expelled from her house because she was too rebellious. Fight against the big devil together and develop a delicate relationship. Choose a Kingzing's Heolin, Zhang Zuang. It tells the story of Shen Miao, played by Zhang Zuang, the daughter of the richest man in Yangzhou City. It can be considered harmonious, but they were forced to separate by an imperial decree. By mistake, Shen Miao married the wealthy businessman Sun Songxian for the second time. Within 2 months of marriage, Shen Miao was diagnosed with the happy pulse. Various families had different opinions on the chance of pregnancy. Full stop. Heavy Purple Yang Xiaoyu, Su Zhangxi. The play tells the story of a pure and kind girl Changzi, played by Yang Xiaoyu, who is born with evil spirits and goes to Nanhua to study. She was rejected because of her natural evil spirits, but Luo Yanfen, played by Su Zhangxi, a peerless and elegant venerable, stepped forward at this time. She became his apprentice and became his only apprentice. The two depended on each other for life. Changzi relied on the master, and the master devoted all his energy to protect Changzi's safety, but it still couldn't resist the conspiracy. Luo Yanfen had to kill Changzi for the sake of the common people, and the two began to have a sadistic relationship between master and apprentice for 3 generations. Love is hard to break, grievances are hard to solve. The Legend of Yangxiang Chen Zhao and Mao Xiantuang. The play tells the story of the son Yangxiang, played by Chen Zhao, who stepped into the rivers and lakes with a mission in his family, and met several friends by accident. After the tragedy, everyone experienced many conflicts in the rivers and lakes to grow and transform, and gradually found the justice in their hearts. A thought of Guanshan Liu Shishi, Li Yuning. The play tells the story of Ren Ruai, played by Liu Shishi, the former Ziyu Oshi of Zuyue and Engao, who established the Wu Kingdom Yingdi envoy team by chance, leading Ning Yuanzhao, played by Liu Yuning, Yu Shizhen, played by Fang Yalan, Yang Ying, played by Hilando, Yuan Lu, Jin Zhao and others who have gone through life and death and grown up together. Hidden Mother Qin Lan, Zhang Yijin. The play tells that after the Anxi Rebellion, the King Ai mansion guarding the imperial city and the secret realm of the Jianghu joined forces to eradicate the hidden dangers of the imperial court. The mysterious organization by Yujing appeared in the world. Under the circumstances, these women experienced love, hate, life and death, and fought for data with their own blood and tears. Long Wind Crossing by Jingting, Song Yi. Li Yiru, played by Song Yi, the daughter of a cloth merchant in Yangzhou who has suffered a lot from life since she was a child, was arranged by her family to marry Guji Lusi, played by Jingting, a well-known Yangzhou playboy. The two not only changed their first impressions of each other, but also fell in love with each other more sincerely. In the end, the two became peerless heroes who saved the people of Yangzhou. Worry-free crossing Renjailan, Songzuer. The play tells the story of Zhuan Yi, played by Renjailan, a mysterious black leopard catcher who meets a mysterious girl Bangsha, played by Songzuer own background. Lotus House Changyi, Zhen Shengxi, Xiao Shunaiao, Chen Yuling. Li Lianhua, played by Chang Yi, the owner of the mysterious Lianhua building, is an expert who has no medical skills but has the title of a doctor in the world, but at the same time has another mysterious identity. As the secrets are unraveled, the mystery of Li Lianhua's life experience is gradually revealed. floating above the rivers and lakes. Scorching Mary Jingtian, Fen Xiaofeng, Suhei Kito. Different from previous Love Brain heroines, Niu Huahu, played by Jingtian, is a concubine who broke away from the traditional concept of women and escaped from marriage to Beijing to seek official career. Along the way, she met the former battlefield hero Liu Yan, played by Fang Xiaofen. Although he is no longer a hero and is full of illness and grievances, his unyielding backbone makes the two people who are sick and neighbors have an emotional connection. Welcome to Ed.